Look at this. Look at this. Look at this outfit I'm being forced to wear.
Dude, you look like a fucking. You look like you're about to go to a fucking like metal show. But like as a douchebag. You know what I mean?
I guess. I feel like a douchebag. Oh, I gotta blend in Twidblade's camp.
Play Legend of Dragoon and prove that it was always better than Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if I believe that. I haven't
I
played
haven't
Legend
played
of
Final
Dragoon.
Fantasy VII, so. Like if this guy's telling me I have nice gear. Like, look at his gear. His gear's 10 times cooler than mine.
Play Nier Automata on stream? We might. That's actually probably pretty high on our list of possibilities.
For sure. It's definitely on the agenda. Fuck that guy. Fuck all these guys.
Rebel041 says, save the game, Nibba.
I do need to. I might have autosaved by entering this area though, but who the fuck knows?
Did you eat a live chick?
No, but I have the option to. I have a chick in my inventory.
Dude.
It's like the description is the bones make it crunchy.
Thoughts on Kill La Kill fighting game? On the one hand, I'm excited that the Guilty Gear guys are making a Kill La Kill fighting game. On the other hand, it plays like the Shonen Jump fighting game. So I don't know how excited I want it. Or it really plays like a DBZ fighter, but like not like Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which they made, but like an old school DBZ fighter.
Was it really? I thought they were just gonna. It was just basically a skin for fighters. But
nope, it plays like the old DBZ games.
I'm super worried about that game, to be honest, because I'm afraid of the precedent it's setting. My biggest fear with fighters is that, like, they did Guilty Gear, they proved the tech, and then with fighters, they're just going to become, like, Arxis is just going to be the anime fighters guys that every time someone who owns a franchise is going to be like, just hire them and they'll make the anime game.
That already had become the case when they made the Persona 4 Arena game.
See, that's the problem. They need to spend less time making all this gay anime shit and more time making the next Guilty Gear game.
For what it's worth, the Kill La Kill game is different, and it seems like the angle they're going for is to like try to recreate the feel of the actual fights from the show, like the context and feeling of how they were, like that constant like dynamic 3-dimensional movement. That's just based on like the incredibly little amount of it I looked at while editing Satisfying Video. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it, but it definitely looked different.
Give me better weapons. Here we go, melee.
More young people should get into blacksmithing. Yeah, I mean, is blacksmithing like a talent needed at the moment? Like, do we need blacksmiths? Get into like organic farming or something. Like something that like people could use. I don't know if we need blacksmiths. Tom, do you know anything about blacksmithing?
I know that it's cool. That's about it.
How good is this game? I only played Fable Anniversary, and it that good at all?
I mean, this is the exact same game, so...
Yeah, it's literally the same.
So if you didn't like that, you probably won't like this motherfucker. I just got an obsidian katana.
Heliox says, exercise is the best. It's straight up moving more and being alive harder.
I like that. Alright, I'm trying to upgrade my gear because holy shit, is my gear not good right now. Buy potions.
Is it still a life goal to eventually move to Japan? I mean, I have to check out Japan first before I decide if we want to move there, but potentially. Nate has been like talking about the potential of going to Hawaii, and I think that might be a great option for the PCP if we make enough money to move to Hawaii. Because moving to Hawaii puts you in range of Japan, that it's not like a prohibitively expensive flight, and it has shit tons of Japanese culture investing it, and the weather is perfect all the time, and like it's America still, so you can speak English and get by, and like be under American laws. But yeah, it sounds kind of promising. I don't know how internet is out there though. I can't imagine they have amazing internet in Hawaii, unless they're like, I don't know, because if they treat it like just being a small nation, then they might.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. God, these guys all suck.
Have you seen Isle of Dogs yet? Nope. I want to though. Near Automata. I'm going to school for game art, but when I see my fellow students, they are too stupid to understand complex game interactions, and writing basics makes me want to go into a directorial role. Do it, dude. Fucking take life by the balls. Gauntlet could be interesting. Oh, but nobody cares about Gauntlet. Like, the thing is, if I Am Games was just my show, then yes, a series retrospective on Gauntlet would happen immediately, and it would get like 6,000 views, and I would shut down the channel. But like, because I Am Games is a joint venture, then Tom can go, maybe we shouldn't make a video about Mischief Makers on the N64, and maybe we should make a video about Red Dead Redemption, because it will make us $1 million. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out this like October, so we should probably do that next.
Yeah. I mean, we should do that sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Is veganism a meme?
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but I don't think it's wrong-headed. I don't disagree with the idea of being a vegan if you do it healthily. I think that most people who become vegans or vegetarians are just fucking utterly don't know shit about like health, and they fuck it up and they become fucking vegetable people. Like, have you ever seen people who like go full vegan and they just become like they go hollow, like in fucking Dark Souls? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
like, if you are nutritionalizing properly, then there's nothing wrong with being a vegan.
It is still a meme though.
Apparently, the Guilty Gear guys are just publishing the Kill la Kill game, not developing it.
Oh, well then there's hope yet. Alright, well now I have legit armor.
Did you play Pikmin 1? Yeah, I did as a kid, and I never got super far because it's hard. I had a strategy guide, but I didn't understand the mechanics well enough to fucking be good at the game. Who's your favorite Little Witch Academia girl? Oh, I haven't gotten far enough in to definitively say. I like Susie a lot. I like Amanda. And yeah, that's the main. I mean, I like all the girls, but like those are probably my favorite. Do you have a favorite Little Witch Academia character?
I like Susie.
Everybody likes Susie. She's the best. It's hard not to think she's the best. What are your guys' top 5 video game controllers?
Oh, number one is definitely Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah? I've never been as into it as everybody else is. I still like it a lot, but GameCube's probably up there.
I don't like the
PS4,
GameCube.
even though the battery life is shit, PS4 controller is really comfortable.
Oh, for me, my hands are probably bigger than yours. That's always my problem with the DualShock, is those analog sticks are like so tight together.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have like small hands, so like that's why the 360 controller's never been as much for me, because it is pretty fucking giant. But I 360 would be in my top 5 probably.
They made a 360 clone PS4 controller, and I kind of want it. It's just the 360 controller, but works
Yeah.
with PS4, and I'm like, oh, that's my jam right there. Didn't fix the battery life though, so fuck them. I need to do something.
I mean, I like the N64 controller, even though it's retarded. But it is comfortable.
It is oddly comfortable, even though it's designed for an alien.
And I also kind of like the Wii U big fat fucking screen controller, although it can be tiring.
What else do I like? I like the Sega Mega Drive like 6-button controller. I think it's pretty sick. The NES dog bone controller wasn't too bad.
Digi favorite album of 2018? Probably Veteran by JPEG Mafia at present. Oh no, Taboo. Taboo by Denzel Curry. Easily. But then JPEG Mafia's Veteran. And then Yay by Kanye West. And that's basically all the ones I've really cared about that much so far. Tom, you listen to any new music?
No, listen to music. Do I give this guy 1,000 gold to get this bandit pass that I need, or do I attempt to murder him and steal it off his body, even though I don't know if that will work?
Flutter Cry says Red Dead Redemption is a great choice, underappreciated for a Rockstar game. That game is not underappreciated. That game is consistently in like every greatest game of all time polls as like one of the top runners.
I accidentally shot him, so I guess we're going for it.
It is like it is absolutely renowned. I've never talked to anybody who's played that game and doesn't consider it one of their favorite video games. Did you how feel about the Max Payne series? Never played any of them. This guy then said Red Dead Redemption is so boring and overrated. Lol.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out next time on I Am Games.
Saints thoughts on Saints Row? Never played them. I don't really play open world games. You think keto has consumed Ben's soul akin to veganism? Absolutely. But anything Ben gets into consumes his soul like that. That's nothing new. Thoughts on the new FLCL? Haven't seen it yet. I'm terrified to watch it.
Alright, we're in Twin Blades Elite Camp. I don't know why I'm here. It's funny that you said you play video games silent, or like and just play your own music over them, because like I feel like I'm getting significantly less out of this game from not having sound.
Well, I mean, we're not even listening to music over it. We're just fucking in the quiet and like.
But like even in general, like I would usually like turn off music to listen to the sound in the game.
I just am way too easily bored. Like, I cannot handle like a second of silence. Or just like listening to sound effects and voice acting. Like, I would get pissed off.
Yes, I'm so evil breaking these things.
What do I think of Borderlands? Haven't played it.
Played a little bit of Borderlands, but I played it on PS3 and it ran at like 15 FPS, so it was like not a good experience. Wouldn't recommend.
Will I watch a certain match of Index Season 3? I didn't even know they were making a Season 3, but no, I did not finish Season 2. Not yet. I might one day. Post Malone, yeah, that was also a good album. I'll see it. Ori and the Blind Forest, haven't played it.
I want to. It looks sick.
It does it. On the one hand, like aesthetically and gameplay wise, it looks like my type of thing. Like when the game came out, everyone just like kept hyping its story, and like I was immediately spoiled for the story, and it just sounded like fucking Hallmark ass cry porn bullshit that I would absolutely hate.
Oh, I didn't even know it had a story.
Yeah, it's got like an emotional story, but like it's one of those like expressed in, you know, not in words kind of things. Like I don't know, it's probably fine. But like it's a Metroidvania, so I should play it because that's my jam.
So, I guess I need to like get the hostages up here that they need, or maybe I can just kill this guy. I mean, it worked the last time. I don't know if you saw it, did you? But this guy was like, "You need this sigil. Here's, pay me 1,000 gold." So I just killed him and picked it off his body instead. I could attempt this again. I have an emergency. An emergency blade I'm gonna deliver to your head.
What happened to Digiverses? I killed it. Go read the description on the last episode that was uploaded to After Dark. What think of the Atelier series? I played the first one when it came out, and like I'm just not into like alchemy system type shit. Like I don't like having to fucking sort an endless amount of items and like combine them and figure out what they all do. Like I just don't give a shit. And the dialogue in those games seems just so fucking vapid and boring. Like, I like the aesthetic of them and the idea of just running around as a cute anime girl in, like, cool cel-shaded graphics, but, I just can't find any interest in what the games are.
Well, I can't get into his tent even though I killed him, so I guess that's not an option.
How the fuck do you plan on doing this when you can't turn on fucking sound? We'll figure that out eventually. We haven't exactly started taking this very seriously yet because we don't really have time to, like, put that much effort into this venture. But we wanted to get the ball rolling, you know?
Yeah.
Figure out what's going on, whether people are interested or not. Which so far they have been. We've got 59 viewers at 5 in the fucking morning, so I'd say we're at least doing alright with the London crowd.
Yeah.
And that's in spite of the fact that we're both tired as shit and barely awake right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of struggling.
I'm pretty tipsy too. I had a couple mixed drinks that were quite powerful.
Pay 2,000 gold for assassin services. Jesus Christ.
Landon might ask, what are you and Ben's favorite slice of life anime, if you have one? Yeah, Ben, what's your favorite slice of life anime?
What's the gayest anime possible with the biggest, veiniest cocks? That's the one Ben Saint of Patreon.com. Ben Saint loves.
Oh, wait. Metal Arms glitch in the system. I did play that. You ever play Metal Arms?
No, it has like a cult following though.
You would probably enjoy it. It's very short. It's just like it's like if
Oh yeah,
like
fist fighting.
it plays basically just like Ratchet and Clank, like more like Ratchet and Clank 2 or 3, but like a little bit faster. Like it's a third-person shooter game with like an eclectic set of guns, but like it has big open like battlefields where there's lots of like bounce pads and verticality. So like it's just like a fast-paced third-person shooter that you can beat in like a 1 5.5-hour sitting, and it's pretty neat.
That's cool. I'd play it.
It's weird because it was advertised really heavily, but it didn't seem to sell that well.
Well,
It's one of those that like would have commercials all the time, but you didn't know anybody who had actually fucking played it. Kind of like Raz or Taz or whatever, that game with the kid with the fucking boomerang that had a Nickelodeon show.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yeah. But it's like they advertised it constantly and it had a TV show, but like I did not know anybody who cared about it.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck is this. Steel Great Mace. That's pretty sick. Is it better than my Obsidian Katana? Probably not.
I hate that in your Finish or Fail you never made a Finish and Zell reference. There's time. I mean, that album wasn't even out when I made the Finish or Fail videos as far as I remember. So give me a minute.
Oh god. I don't want to have to pay 2,000 gold for a distraction. There's got to be another way.
Will you play Hollow Knight on this show? Maybe if Nate gets involved. I'm sure he'd play it for the show. I'm trying to get more into emotions.
Admirable.
This guy says, I fuck with crying heavy. I'm trying to get more into emotions. Cause fucking, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I've been trying to get more into that shit my whole life.
Yes. Alright, key to the hostage cage.
You guys should do the Metroid Prime trilogy? Maybe. I feel like other people would talk about that, or would talk about that. Like, I'm sure that's on fucking Gaming Brick's list. What are the best videos to start watching Endless Jest? Anywhere.
No, I didn't
They're
want to
all
let them
good.
go.
I mean, I always recommend the Sim City video and the Hello Kitty's Cube Frenzy video because they're really old and they were like the ones that got me into him. And so if you just go from there and then continue forward, you'll understand everything. Because, like, I mean, his newer videos are a lot more immediate. So, like, if you just want to watch a good YouTube video, just go watch any of the videos that he's put out in the last 6 months. Like, his videos are way more accessible now than they used to be. But, like, if you watch some of this really early stuff, it kind of combines all the different elements of what his videos are. I don't know, man. Just fucking jump in. Do it like you would any other. It's not that fucking complicated. Like, if you're smart, you'll appreciate it. There you go. What's Tom's view on lollies?
On lollies?
Yeah.
Not really my thing, but hey, have your fun.
Do either of you guys still listen to any MLP fan music from way back in the day? I still listen to SoGap and Les Soldat. I have put...
You just had SoGap
Yeah,
on your
like,
card.
I
like
had
last week.
SoGap, like, off of my shit for a long time, and I finally put it back on. And the funny thing is that I have come to realize I'm pretty sure I can make a So Great and Powerful
Whoa,
song.
look at this guy.
Like, I was so impressed with his stuff back in the day because it sounded, like, impossible to me. Because it seemed like there was just so much shit going on, and, like, he just had such a radically different aesthetic from everybody else doing it. But, like, first of all, most of what he was doing is just ripping off the artist Destroyer. And if you listen to, like, Destroyer's, like, the album that has Bay of Pigs on it, I don't remember what it's called, but, like, if you listen to Destroyer's music, you'll very quickly be like, oh, I see. This is what SoGap was copying. And then another thing is, I think SoGap's music is largely created using noise gates, where, like, he might just play a tone and then, like, apply a trance noise gate to it so that it keeps, like, if you just have a tone that's going like, boo, and then you apply, like, a 4-beat gate to it, then it becomes boop, 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 boop. And, like, I think he just would layer a bunch of sounds, apply gates to them at different rhythms, and just create sounds that way. And he definitely was just using, like, FL Studio sounds and shit. So, like, basically my point is I think I could make a SoGap song.
Well,
Because I understand how they work now.
it's time to find out.
But they're still pretty cool. Cock is keto for sure.
Well, this guy hits pretty hard, dude.
Do you remember my Space Runaway Idiona's funny as fuck video? It was shit, but thanks for retweeting. No problem, dude. I remember everything. Anytime anybody ever, like, I get messages from people from, like, years ago sometimes. They're like, hey, man, do you remember me? And I'm like, dude, we, like, made content together. Like, of course, like, why would I forget? I don't forget anything. Like, I can fucking tell you what episode of an anime from 10 years ago an exact scene happened in. Like, my mind is a steel trap. I don't know. Do you forget things, Tom?
Yeah.
How do you consider your memory overall?
Poor. No, average.
Okay. My memory is superlative. Which
Superlative?
yes, it is superlative.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
It means exactly what I think it means.
Your memory's so good you can remember exactly what superlative means.
Exactly.
Alright, I'm fighting this big fat guy, and by fat I mean heavy and beating me up real bad. Well, I'm doing damage to him, so I guess it's not as hopeless as I thought it was.
Advice for new YouTubers starting out:
Don't.
go to PeerTube instead, because that's where we are going to move the zeitgeist.
You know where the saying,
YouTube is a bad place, and you don't want to
go where the
there.
puck's going to be.
Yeah.
YouTube's not where the puck's going to be.
No, YouTube is where the puck is rapidly heading away from.
Hey, there's the bitch. There's the blind bitch.
Opinion on Axiom Verge: it's fucking great. You ever play Axiom Verge?
I like how I have sound again.
Whoa, we got sound!
for the cutscenes.
Okay, I gotta understand what the hell's going on.
It might just be like a problem with this game. It's ancient as fuck. Probably like a Windows 10 compatibility error.
That could be true!
I could probably Google it and figure it out.
Yeah, you probably could. And we will, by the next show. But anyway, did you play Axiom Verge?
No, I
It's
wanted to though.
Fucking sick, dude. It's basically Super Metroid.
I never played Super Metroid.
Oh my god!
It was always really clunky. I played Metroid Fusion
What?
first, and I was like, Metroid Fusion feels
No!
smoother.
Yeah, it is smoother, but it's just way worse of a game. Like,
Metroid Fusion is the best, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Metroid Fusion has the best controls. Well, actually, I would say Metroid Zero Mission is even better in that regard. But
I would
like,
say Samus Returns is the best controls now. Man, that game is sick as fuck.
I have still not played that much of Samus Returns because
Countering was the best.
Samus Returns bothers me because it has none of the appeal of Metroid 2. It's just a totally different game, and it makes me wonder why they bothered, like, with the facade of it being Metroid 2. But, like, I'm one of the few freaks in this world who has played and loved Metroid 2.
So this cutscene is like, this is our sister from the beginning of the game. She
By the
got
way, we have
captured.
sound, but only the music. We do not have...
Yeah, we don't have the voiceover.
And yeah, she's a badass. She's by far the coolest thing in this game. Like, she is actually aesthetically interesting. Oh, okay, well, she doesn't look that great now, but you know. She looked cool in that cutscene.
Well, everything looks cool in the cutscenes. His in-game visuals are not so great.
I just remember when I found out about this girl, I was like, this story has suddenly gotten sick.
That fucking flash of sound got me invested. It was invigorated, and now it's gone.
Yeah. It feels weird without it there.
She's gonna give me a present. Tits?
What episode of Steins Gate did the Ferris chase scene happen? Ferris chase scene? I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to, but I am literally watching Steins Gate right now, so if I did know what you were talking about, I would surely know the episode. Opinion on the Witcher game: I have not played them.
Can I choose to kill this guy? Man, that'd be sick.
May already went to bed, so she cannot answer your question about your video. I don't think she's seen it though. Do you think Destroyer does SOGAT better? If
Oh
so, what
god!
are the best
Oh
songs?
god, they're all on my dick
I mean,
now.
I wouldn't necessarily say that they're like exactly the same. Like, it's just that it's very obvious that SOGAP like got his inspiration from Destroyer, but like I wouldn't necessarily say their appeal is the same because Destroyer uses like real instruments and, you know, like more conceptual and longer songs. I don't necessarily know if I think that's better, but and I also haven't listened to that much Destroyer, so like I can't even make the judgment myself. Did not play Brutal Legend.
Oh god, what a disappointing game.
Yeah, you didn't like it?
It was great until they added all the real-time strategy shit that I didn't want to play.
Well, Brave Fencer Musashi, I played some of it. And
Played a
thought it
demo
was
of that
okay.
back in the day. It's pretty cool. Alright, well, I killed the big guy. I don't regret my choice at all. He captured my sister.
Also, I just want to say that Les Soldats Luna Comes to Me in a Dream has legitimately changed my life and acted as a basis for my views on suicide and why life is even worth the time and effort. I don't know what about that song makes you feel that way, but it is a good song. Les Soldats' album was probably the easiest pony music to return to because, like, the fact that it's lo-fi does not hurt the aesthetic of the music. Like, it's fucking folk music, so it makes sense, and it's pretty inventive folk music. I can't say I've ever heard something that is exactly like it, so I fucking dig. Opinion on Threads of Fate. I bought Threads of Fate on as a downloadable on the PS3 so that I could review it for Cool Girl Games, but Cool Girl Games was unceremoniously canceled due to low viewership. Ferris and Ocarine get chased by some thugs and Ocarine gets beat up. I assume that probably happens in the next episode after the one that I am currently watching. So probably like 17 or 18. I'm not sure. I don't even remember that actually happening. So maybe my memory's not so amazing. I don't remember much of the later half of Steins Gate because I marathoned it all in a day in 2011 and like...
Whoa, Diamond. Sick.
Has May been editing a lot? I haven't heard from her. We were supposed to be working on an Ava Girls video. I'm the Space Runaway Idion guy. We were going to collab. May has not been editing anything. She is just not currently invested in making YouTube videos. That is all completely on hold, so... sorry she has not gotten back to you about it, but I don't know.
I did it.
I'm obviously not going to speak for her also while she's in bed.
Alright, we did the first big main quest. Killed the guy, found her sister, killed the guy, killed the guy, killed the guy.
Pimple Pete says this game actually looks pretty dope, not gonna lie. How are you feeling right now about it?
I love Fable. Fable
Have you recovered from the drama of losing that 30-minute chunk towards the beginning?
See, the problem with me is that my biggest pet peeve in the world is wasting my time. And this
Right.
is why I can't do hard games, because every time I die, I feel like I just wasted my time. And just dying in general in games or fucking up like that infuriates me to my very core. So like 10 like weeks from now, when we're like putting the finishing touches on this crazy analysis video, you're gonna be like, so Tom, what was the worst part about the game? And if nothing else bad has happened, like, remember that time I died and lost all that experience? I always had 3 less stats than I could have had the entire game because of that, and I'll never forgive it, and I'll always be mad about it for the rest of my goddamn life.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We're talking about Max surviving like all of our old shit. What is your favorite frame from Shinsekai Yori? Nothing. Shinsekai Yori is just pain. I guess if I had to pick one, it would be something from episode 10, which is the one that's directed and storyboarded by the director of Kashurn Sins. And it has like some aesthetically interesting moments, but they just look like Kashurn Sins. So like it's not even unique to the show. Opinion on Powerman 64, it's fucking lit. We actually just picked it up. May had it at her house, and now I have it. So, although we can't actually stream old games anymore because my fucking part of my Elgato that lets you fucking connect old games got fucked up, and it's a gay boy. If Watch Digibro videos can get taste what games he like. Yeah, if you watch my gaming videos, go watch all of Digibros. There's like 2,000 episodes of me playing video games. Well, me watching my brother play video games and talking about them. I haven't read any manga in like fucking 4 months.
Disgusting.
What even was your avatar in an action adventure RPG? Was it some dinosaur or an alpaca? No, it was just a stick figure with a mustache. It was just a ripoff of Yahtzee's character, except with a mustache. You ever seen those with the purple background and like the stick figure
I've
mustache?
seen like
guy?
one of them.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a good load of XP now.
What is my opinion on Ghostic? I read the original light novel and I enjoyed it, and then I watched the anime and it wasn't faithful enough, and I got pissed off and I stopped watching it. Which might have been unfair. A lot of people tell me it's supposed to be good, but I watched like 6 episodes and I was not interested. Opinion on Digimon Adventures and Tamers. You can talk about this, Tom. You like the Digimans.
I do like Digimon Chambers. It's a great show. I like the concept of it. I like how they kind of like pulled our perception, quote unquote, of Digimon, like it being like a toy franchise sort of thing, and like played off of that. That was cool. The D Reaper was an interesting fucking thing, and it was sick. And I had little D Arc Digivice toy as a kid and swiped the cards, and I felt cool. And it was great. 10 out of 10. Momentai. Love it. That's my official review.
Fucking Momentai, that's from Digimon?
Yeah. At least Terriermon says it all the time.
Yeah, that's what fucking Jaxblade says at the end of every video.
Yeah. He gets
Don't
from Digimon
forget
Tamers.
Momentai. What does it mean?
Just like chill. Just like
I
chill
see.
out. It's like Akuna Matata, but Terriermon.
Darker player, I don't know what these weird symbols that you've drawn mean. Up, left, up? I don't know. People saying the Gintama manga is ending in 4 chapters. I literally will not believe it until it happens. I don't care how likely it is. I don't care if it's been an official announcement, because they have literally trolled with that before. There have been times where Gintama manga and anime claimed to be ending and didn't. So I will not believe it until that shit is out of fucking Jump. How are you gonna make an analysis on the game if you're only paying attention to the chat? Because Tom was mostly like recouping lost time and then like just slashing guys for a while.
I just did the entire first main story quest.
Well, you didn't say a damn word about it.
I did! I was saying the whole thing. You weren't listening to me. I was like, oh, I'm fighting this big guy. He looks fucking cool. And you didn't respond. I'm like, oh, look, there's my sister.
Well,
and you didn't say anything. I'm like, oh, I killed this guy and
Well,
got the brooch I needed instead of having to pay it. That's really cool. It was a Fable thing. You didn't listen to that.
Well, maybe I was drunk, alright?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't pass it off to me then,
Well,
bucko.
look, I've been planning to fucking play this myself in the off time because I feel like I need to at least play the first few hours of the game so that I can have a better sense of like exactly what you are doing, like in terms of just like on a moment to moment basis, like have a better grasp of how the game works, because I don't remember it very well.
Alright, we're getting bigger. We're getting
Yeah,
buffer.
it says, damn, Tom was games and Digi wasn't even there.
Yeah. There's a reason it's called I Am Games and not We Are Games. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's true. Top tier waifu, your hot take about school days is like a pretty common analytical point made about school days. Go watch, go read Ghost Lightning's old post about it. But I think generally people who like School Days agree that it is a great anime about a somewhat realistic high school romance. Awaret says, hey, I'm games, I'm not so games.
Yeah, well, that's you.
I just need there to be like a little bell that you can hit when something new or interesting is
If you
happening.
sat a
in
little
the
bit
game.
closer, that bell's
It's
gonna be
like,
slapping you across the face. It'd be even more effective.
This guy said, Panda Papolio says, Digi is, quote, literally watching Steins Gate right now and responding to the chat. You can't expect her to pay attention to the game, too.
Alright. Oh, I didn't buy Inflame 2? Fuck.
Any recent new food you enjoy? I don't do new foods come out.
Well, we keep talking, and by we I mean me, talking about doing a pizza podcast where we just go.
It's not new food.
It is new to us.
Well, I mean, it would be a new it's just pizza. It's not a new food.
No. It's a new experience.
If I say, "Oh, I found a new pizza,"
They have a double.
not the
They have
same
a
as
double
saying-
cheesy gordita crunch now at Taco Bell. That's
That's
new.
a new food.
Yeah.
There you go.
We could do that.
They added the new barbecue chicken strips at McDonald's. Those are pretty alright. I got a huge stomach ache after eating like 7 of them though.
Just wait in a few years, you're gonna get a huge stomach ache after eating anything like that.
I am sure. I'm getting close.
I had Alpha Pizza yesterday and instantly died, and I'm
How
still
was it?
dying. It was great.
I'm glad you.
That's a Greek style pizza, by the way.
Oh,
That's why they're called Alpha Pizza.
I see.
Yeah.
What is a new food that I've had?
You have the steam buns, right? That's technically new.
Yeah, I guess. Octopus. The fucking octopus. Dumplings. Not dumplings, but like they're like pot stickers, but I always steam them. So like octopus filled pot stickers are the fucking shiznit.
Like I could murder everybody in the guild if I wanted to.
Have you made it past 2-1 on Downwell? No. How do you feel about speedrunning? It's badass.
It's badass, but I would never spend my time trying to do it.
Helios says, guys, I ate a grapefruit that tasted like a mango. Shit was OD. Everything this guy says entertains me. I don't know why. The Huel bars look pretty good. Huel bars? The Huel bars now?
I think there are, yeah. Oh my god, Master Longsword. 30 grand.
Do you like card games?
I do like card games. They're a fucking trap, but I like them.
Kappa asks, are you still doing the weekly anime watching thingy? I guess not. Well, you just answered your own question, but I mean, the answer is yes. I am still doing it. Just not weekly, because I whittled it down to too few shows to talk about them weekly. Have you been sleeping well recently? Yeah.
Wee-oo, here's a guy important talking about shit. We
Oh
should probably pay
shit,
attention
he's got
to.
a face tattoo. He's a fucking trap artist.
He's the first guy you find in the entire game. You don't remember what he looks like?
He wasn't glowing before, was he?
They were kind of glowing. It's just that we're in the dark now, so they glow in the dark.
Sick tits.
Alright, he's got a special favor to ask. Look, I don't wander, I grind. Get your terminology right, asshole.
Staying on that grind.
I replaced our lightning bolt with fireballs, so now we just shoot fireballs. That'd be cool. I still don't look like I'm getting more buff. Alright, so his friend's missing. That's bad, I guess. Alright.
Talk to your wife who asks, why are we often disappointed or disgusted with what porn we watch after we finish? That's just you, buddy. Do you ever feel that way?
I don't feel disgusted. I just become immediately uninterested.
Yeah, I usually do too. Like I'm just like, well, this is no longer entertaining.
Like it goes from like arousing to just like I guess that's an image on the screen.
Yeah.
That's like a brief moment of like peace. It's just like, oh my god. If I was like this all the time, my thought process would be so much like heightened.
Will Tom ever post anything to his Instagram ever again to see if the PCP bot works?
I do have something I can post. I just haven't posted it yet. I've just been coding, dude. I've been nothing but coding. And unfortunately, I gotta throw away all my progress now because I probably have to switch engines, which makes me sad.
Do you guys want to get any tattoos? No.
I've been thinking about like what would I even get. I just don't have any solid ideas. Who's this fucker?
I was laughing at you won't get this, but Heliox said NPC Tentacion, and you got me again. DGD still have the Glass Kaon Yui book I sent you. Yeah.
We're still going evil, right? So instead of Trader Rescue, it should be Trader Massacre.
Oh, Yui Block, rather. Yeah, I have Yui Block. Trader Massacre? We're gonna fucking kill a bunch of people?
Yeah. We can kill the guards and traders or rescue all three of the traders held captive at the bandit
We should
camp.
probably end this soon, Tom, because we've been going for over 2 hours.
Have we really?
Yes.
Should we just end it now then, before we start anything?
Yeah, I'm down to end it. I'm getting tired.
Alright. Well, I got a big dick now, so...
Before we end, to the guy who said, I've noticed the word autistic being thrown around a lot in your recent videos and among the community surrounding your content. I was wondering if you could expand on what you feel that description means in a colloquial setting. Go watch the new Ghibli cast. I go in depth about that very subject. If you already watched the Ghibli cast, then I don't know why you're asking, because I already explained it in depth. Anyway, that's it. I'm fucking tired. It's fucking 5:30 in the morning.
You're no longer games, you are tired.
I am now tired instead of games.
Alright.
Bye, everybody.
Later. Alt tab. End stream.